Hi, my name is Donna Swanson, and I'm the Executive Director and Co-Founder of Focus Center for Autism and the Fresh Start School. We've been in existence for 21 years, providing services to the autism community. Right now, we have a wonderful little school called the Fresh Start School for grades 5 through 21, grades 5 through age 21. I don't know how to talk sometimes, but anyhow, that's all right. If you've listened to us on Life on the Spectrum, you know that we just do it as it comes. And we thank Nutmeg for allowing us to have this show. And today we are going to have special guest Sharon Cable, who your job title is what, dear?
Coordinator of Support Services at Focus Center for Autism.
And we also have with us Sierra. And Sierra, how old are you?
23.
23.
24
24
in September.
in September. September what?
14th.
September 14th. And Sierra, you've been with us, I've known you for 12 years.
Wow.
At least. It seems like that's what it goes back to. You started at Focus, so way back when. You don't even, it's so long ago you don't even remember, right? And so one of the things we're going to talk about is your journey, which has been pretty incredible. And Sharon is here to be, she's your kind of buddy right now, right? Because you do a lot of stuff. You're sort of Sharon's assistant on many things right now.
Basically.
Yeah.
But let's talk about when you first came to Focus. I know you can't remember it, but do you remember what some of your issues were when 12 years ago? You've grown through so many of them, but
Not being able to make friends as easy.
not being, I know you have a louder voice than that, I've heard it. So not being able to make friends so easily. How come? Because you seem like one of the most friendly people in the world.
Well, when I was younger, I didn't really know how to make friends.
Yeah.
And then Focus helped me to learn how.
Okay. So you didn't know how. Were you bullied at all?
Nothing more.
Not that you know of, but you just didn't always feel like you belonged. So, and basically you're a shy person too, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So sometimes that didn't make it easy. What would you add to that, Sharon? Did you know her back then?
Yeah, I did know you a little bit when you were younger, and you were very quiet, and it was hard to get to know you too, so it was hard for you to make friends and get to know other people. But as you're getting used to us, and you know people more, you're coming out of your shell much more. Now you're a leader in this little group.
And she's been on our panels and did a great job with that. One time I forgot to call on her on a panel, and she very much told me that I had forgotten her.
Hey, you forgot me.
Yes, so you do advocate for yourself, right? And how did you learn how to do that? You're kind of a squeaky wheel when you need to be, right?
Basically, I always talk.
You always talk,
I'm a talkative person, except for when I was younger.
except for when you were younger. What changed? How'd you go from not being talkative to being a yakka yakka yakka?
Practicing at Focus maybe helped?
Maybe. Plus, you kind of have to talk when you're in school.
Yeah.
So that also helps.
And Sierra, you have done a lot of different things in your life. You started, different schools that you've been to, how hard you've worked in your schools, and what are some of the things that you like to do?
Crafts.
Oh yeah, you're very crafty. You want to show one of the things that your fidget that you have here today? So what kind of crafts do you like to do?
Rainbow balloon, coloring, drawing, playing outside.
Yeah. And what about Special Olympics?
Oh
Did
yeah,
you do the
Special Olympics.
What did you do in the Special Olympics?
Well, right now we're doing golf, which is my first year. I've done track, snowshoeing, softball, and other things.
Whatever you do, I know you put your whole heart into, right? Would you say you're competitive or just
I would,
spirited,
mm,
or both?
I would say both because I like talking to your people on.
I know. You know what, Sierra, one of the things, and Sharon, I know you would agree with this, is that she is a really good friend, and she's extremely loyal. And I know that she helps you on you have a whole Zoom program that you do, and Sierra's very, very helpful and kind to everybody that comes on.
And tech savvy too. She
So,
helps people get in. If people have problems, they'll call her and she'll help them get into the
are you
Zoom
tech
call.
savvy?
No.
So then it
I'm a little better now that Sierra's taught me some things.
Yeah, you have
She's in
really,
charge of
I have to say, I'm impressed
That's
with
what I'm
the mad skills that you've acquired, because they did not come easily, right, Ms. Sharon? What are some of the things that you have on your papers that you want to share with us?
Something that we've already about.
Well, show me something that you
We
didn't.
talked about questions you might ask, like what you like about having autism.
Yeah,
Things
what-
are
what-
easy.
What do you like about having autism? And you know, your mom did a show for us with your brother Kyle about CVI, and you know about that too, right? So talk to us about that.
Well, let's see. So, I have it obviously, apparently to my mom, and I've noticed that when I walk, I look down at the ground. So like I can't see cars if they're coming at me because I'm always looking down at my feet because I'm afraid I'm going to trip on something.
And that's related to the CVI is, do you know what it means? It's cortical visual impairment. That's what I'm going with, although I think your mom said it has two different meanings. But anyway, your world, your visual world is just all messed up, right?
Yeah.
But how do you see the autism? You know, like what are some of your autistic abilities? You're creative.
I'm creative.
Sharon, what would you say?
I have a few things to add. You're very compassionate, which people don't think of as an autism ability, and you really like to help people. You like to show them how to do things, and then you're actually happy for them when they know how to do it, when they understand it. So that's a big help in a group. People like to be with you. They enjoy your company because you are a positive person and you're supportive of other people, and they really appreciate that.
And to add to that, you're genuine. So that, you know, people, especially people on the spectrum, they can tell whether you're genuine or not. And probably it's a problem for you because everybody wants to be your friend, right? Everybody. And a lot of the guys look at you and say, you know what, if I were ever going to have a girlfriend, I would want her to be like Sierra. And the things that they like about you is that you're friendly, you're caring, you're fun, you're honest, you're loyal. So those are all good things. So and you do handle people's attention very well, because everybody wants you for a girlfriend, and you are able to let them know in a nice way that you just want to be friends, right? How do you do that without hurting feelings?
What I say is I know you really want me to be your girlfriend, but I just want to be friends with you because I already have someone.
Right. And they accept that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And why, you know why they accept that?
Because you're caring.
Yeah. And they care about you, and they know that you care about them, and that you're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't think anybody wants to lose you as a friend, right? What you can see over here a little bit, I can't. What are some of the other
I'm looking
things?
over. I see that you had challenges when things change and the situation changed. That could be hard for you, transitioning and making changes in your.
How do you know it's hard for you? What happens to you with change, transition?
I get very upset.
My little sweet Sierra gets upset? How does sweet Sierra get upset? How do we know? I'm sure it's vocal, right?
Probably not.
How do we know if you're upset?
I start crying.
You start crying. Yeah. Do you still have meltdowns?
Not as much.
Not as
I
much.
used to.
And what did your meltdowns used to look like?
depends on the situation.
Yeah. Yelling,
Yeah.
throwing, stomping.
I don't really know about stomping as much, but I know we could do table and stuff.
Yeah. And is it, could you figure out what you were upset about, or sometimes you didn't even know?
Sometimes I didn't even know what I was upset about.
Mhm.
Weird.
So what helps? What are your coping?
Showers.
Say what?
Showers.
Showers help you, and that's a good thing. Why? How do they
I
help?
just think the water
The water.
falling on your body just calms you.
Yep. Sometimes you must take a long shower then, depending on your shower, how long your showers are depends on how upset you are.
Yeah.
If that's the reason why you're taking one. Yeah. What other coping? Does space help you?
Sometimes.
Does talking about it help you? Once you
Depending
calm
on
down.
who it's with. Like if it's with you or Sharon, then maybe, but sometimes my mom might get upset if I tell her to.
So you kind of, that's just kind of a mother-daughter thing, right?
Like that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because she's pretty understanding. For the
Yeah,
most part.
she is, but sometimes I just don't always go to my mom.
Okay. Well,
I'll
and
go
that's,
to my dad sometimes for things.
and I would, when you say, Sharon, that's normal teenage stuff. Oh, you're not a teenager
I'm not a
anymore.
teenager.
That's normal old lady
Yeah.
stuff, though. That old 20-year-old stuff, right?
And the other guy's mom is always more cool than your mom. Because I'm no cooler than Delia, but, you know, it's always the other, your own mom.
What advice do you have to give to other people out there on the spectrum or with CVI or, you know, what can you suggest to them? Because you've actually been able to carve out a pretty happy life for yourself. And you've gone to, you know, you went to, in New Haven to that school. It taught you a lot about life skills and you had your own apartment for a while. So what kind of things help? And there you were all on your own. What was the name of that place?
Chapel even.
Chapel Haven. And they taught you what?
Independent.
Independence. So do you feel independent these days?
Not as much.
Because of COVID changing everything?
Yeah, because of COVID, I haven't really been able to like travel on my own because my mom always has to do it. And I just feel like it's different.
So how have you navigated COVID? Because you came home. Did you graduate from Chapel Haven, or you?
I graduated in 2018, and then I stayed down there for 2 more years. In the tower with Randy, and then COVID hit. Then I came home and was really eager to study CPR. And it was my passion. When as soon as I got home from Chapel Haven, I was going to study.
You've been working very hard.
Yeah.
Why was that so important to you?
Because I like to help others in like independence, or like if I've always seen my friends have seizures and I wanted to like learn how to help. That like if I'm at the park by myself and there's no one else around and no CPR, it's always good to know something.
So where are you at with CPR right now?
I'm not sure. I have to look.
But you're in the process of
Yeah.
doing it. Is it online?
You've been studying out of the book yourself, right? And making PowerPoints
I
of
have.
the information?
I looked up a manual for it, the participants manual up online, and I've been reading about it and then making PowerPoints and notes and stuff. Like I probably have like almost three whole notebooks full of notes that I've been taking.
That's wonderful. And I do know somebody that does teach CPR, so I can, when we're done, we can maybe find
We
out.
already talked to him.
You already talked to
He
him?
invited us to come, yeah.
Good.
He said we could come to the fire station and show us some stuff.
He's wonderful, Bob Diorio,
Yeah.
and he's been wonderful to focus. Sharon, what would you? She's helping you. She's helping with your Zooms. Tell us about that.
Well, when Sierra first came back, it was hard. It was tough on you, coming from being on your own in an apartment, back to living with mom and dad and Kyle, kind of adjusting to being almost like the kid at home again.
Mhm.
Like when you come out of college and you're going, so that was kind of a rough time for you. And you came on Zoom, and you have a lot of tech savvy that I don't have, especially with social media.
Mhm.
So Sierra kind of took the role. Now when parents are having trouble getting their kids on, or there's some issue, they'll call my house and say, can Sierra send us the link again? And I go, okay. And they don't even say now for me, they just call and they say, can Sierra help us get back in? I say, okay. And we put her on, and actually, we do Zoom programs, as you know, from 3 to 5 in the afternoon, and we do it in the evening. And Sierra actually runs the 3 to 5 Monday slot, where she provides the exercise, the fitness portion. She finds a video she wants to do. She sets it up shares her screen and leads us in that. And then she does some online games with us that she prepares ahead of time. So she really runs the whole Monday
Which
group.
is kind of hard now because of golf.
Yeah, because now she has to leave a little bit early. But we could switch your day, or you can leave early and I can finish up while we can. It's okay. We're flexible.
Great. So exercise she does chair exercises, right?
Yeah,
Is that-
we do chair.
Sometimes chairs,
Karate.
sometimes karate.
Yeah, stretching.
I did one through my phone one day. It was like a 30-day full body workout.
We have some favorites.
I think the most favorite out of our Monday group is the karate or the chairs workout.
Well, remember the Uno one?
Oh yeah, I did an Uno workout where basically,
An Uno workout?
yeah, so every card is a different exercise. So,
Oh
like,
dear.
all reds are Sharon's favorite, which is squats. There's +2, which are probably like jumping jacks or something. So like every
Push-ups.
card is like a different. And then reverse, was it? No. The reverse or skip that was
One of
reverse.
them, we got a break, yeah.
I think it
30-second
was the
break.
reverse that was like a 30-second. Which was a good card.
What
And then
else?
sometimes you would get rest like twice in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you
Just
what?
do the same thing.
Get reverse like twice in a row.
Yep. What else is on that
Well,
little
what do
sheet?
you like about the Zoom program? Oh, I see some notes here about Zoom.
What I like about the Zoom program is that it helped me become able to see my friends during the pandemic because we couldn't always get in person. But now that COVID has settled down a little bit, we've been able to get back in person a little bit at Sharon and Washington House.
I heard you guys wanted to take a visit to my house.
Have I ever been to your house? I don't think so. Have I? No.
Oh, I guess I opened up a Pandora's box here, but we
I've
will.
never
Well,
been
lunch
to
wants
her
come
house.
now. We're gonna
That we'll
cook
make
Yeah.
sure that happens.
I think
Get-
Kyle's been to your house.
Kyle's been to my house. I
I
can't.
have not.
I'm surprised that you haven't been there, but we'll make sure that happens because you guys want to see Zane the Great Dane and Nell,
Oh,
right?
I love your doggy.
And my donkey,
Your donkey.
my donkey Maybelline. So, Sierra, what advice do you have for parents and other kids out there that are struggling? Because there were years that you were not happy, and now look at you. Sharon's thinking for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I would say just stay positive during COVID because if you're not positive, you can't get through it.
Mhm. How do you? What's been a hard day for you during COVID? I know what's hard for me. What's
Well,
hard for you?
Right now for COVID, I just had a recent friend pass away
Oh, I'm so sorry.
last Wednesday or something.
The count.
I was on vacation
Yep.
when it happened, so I wasn't able to I wanted to cry, but I found out when I was on my way to my aunt's house.
Yep.
So that was hard for me during COVID.
Yep. What would have changed if it wasn't COVID? In that situation.
Just maybe like being able to see him in person, and then like for my Saturday night Zooms, it's going to be starting to get really hard because he was always on them.
Colin was?
Yeah, he always was on them.
Oh, on your Saturday night ones.
And Zoom that I did every Saturday. He started coming on them, and my friend Kelly was like, "Where's the firefighter? Where's the firefighter?" I'm like, I haven't asked him to come on.
I think we should just say that one of our alumni, Colin McFadden, it's in all the news, so we're not saying anything out there, but he did go to Focus for a while, and he really turned his whole life around and became a firefighter and did so many wonderful things with his life, and he did just pass away, and everybody's really sad about it. It's had a big impact on the whole community. So I think he'd be happy to know how much you care, and that no matter what.
And you're doing well too.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like Sierra started to say, when the pandemic started, she left her apartment and everything, moved back in with her family, which had some positive things, obviously, but still, you're used to being independent, and now you're not so much. And then you couldn't see your friends, we couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't really do anything. That's when we put the social club online first, and we started doing Zoom. And that's when we kind of realized that people were lonely, right, and bored, and once a week for a couple hours wasn't enough, and that's when we kept increasing and increasing. So we started meeting every night from 8 to 9, right, and that was kind of fun, because every night you could check in with your friends, see what they did during the day. And the thing I think that really stood out then was that every day you were trying something new. If you weren't doing rainbow loom, you were drawing, you had those huge coloring pages that
Oh yeah,
covered
we
the
still
floor.
haven't finished.
And, you know, so you were always trying new things and working on things. You always had a lot of projects going. And I think the other guy, you gave the other guys some good ideas, though. What can you do? You can't do, you know, your job or going out. What could you do? What can you do in your apartment or in your house? And you gave people a lot of ideas, and some of them tried some of
And
them.
then I think one day on our Zoom call, then we do like things that would help people.
Yeah, we talked about what we could do.
That's
and you
what I
had a lot of
learned.
ideas.
That's what I learned with Jackie Alexander.
Yep, how to help people.
Well, she told us, because we had a group, and she said, write down things that would help you. So I have like a little cup on my desk in my room with like different coping strategies, like writing songs and stuff.
Yeah, and then you did that with our guys.
Mhm.
Showed
Yeah,
them
we
different
did that.
ideas, and they-
One of our girls loves to dance. That's one of her things that she does in her room, is when she's upset, she dances and listens to music.
Yeah, I have a
And
friend back at Chaplain who does that like all the time.
have you been able to stay in touch with your friends?
Yeah, but it's been very hard. Like I haven't been able to see them. So right now, me and April are trying to figure out when we can get together with my friend Barbara all the time.
Yep.
I feel the same way you do. I mean, we're social people, you and I. We get a lot of joy out of being with people, and the isolation was definitely the hardest part for me in the pandemic, and it's still not, we're not quite over. I'm going to ask Sharon and Sierra to say, we just have a few more minutes left. What is something you want everybody out there to know? Everybody out there in Nutmeg Land, what would you like them to know? Stay positive. One of the things I know for you is don't give up on dreams.
And do what's right for life and don't give up on your job or anything.
Do what's right for life and don't give up on your job. Do you have a job?
Well, not right. Well, I have a job right now, which is healing meals, where I cook for people who have cancer. And then I do the favorite store, and then in the fall I'm going to Project Fruit.
So, to say you're busy is an understatement. You
Yeah.
like to be busy.
I love to be busy.
It helps you cope, right? Being busy helps you cope.
Yep.
It's doing
What-
meaningful things.
Meaningful things.
things that mean something to you, that are important to you,
Yep.
helping other people.
And Sharon, what's something that you would like to share after, about the Zooms and what, about Sierra and,
I guess, actually, your advice is really good. Keeping busy, finding things that are important to you, things that give your life meaning, things that make you feel good when you do them, and then some fun too. There's nothing wrong with doing some fun things. And staying connected with people by phone, by email, on Zoom calls, any way you can. That really helped a lot for all of us. And then when you can get together outside, go for it. Yeah. Support each other, help each other out. When one person is feeling down, the others try to support them, help them out.
you've never really left Focus in your heart, ever. And that makes me happy too, is that you've always had a special place for us, and no matter where it is that you're going in life.
I'll never leave Focus in my life.
You're never gonna leave Focus in your life?
Like even if I move out, like out of the area, I'll always have Focus in my heart.
Oh, and you'll always be in our heart too, kiddo. No, for sure.
I'll make more friends
You make more friends?
and add you guys to that.
Just
Fire.
Keep adding, keep adding.
Like I have like a lot of friends. Like I tell them about our Zoom calls, and they're like, "I want to join." I'm like, "Well, I can't have you join unless you get permission from them."
Okay, we'll have to meet these people.
Well, I would like to say that it's been a pleasure to have you on here, and you did really great. I thought you were going to be more shy than you. You're not as shy as you used to be.
Nope.
Nope. You're a woman of substance here. And Miss Sharon, thank you as always for coming. Did you have to help her out as much as you thought?
No, actually, she did give us a little speech last night on our Zoom call.
Cool.
And everybody was impressed, and they even asked a couple of questions. And you had your notes here, which I think maybe just having them there was nice. I don't think you really looked at them too much. But you had them there, and you kind of remembered, and you could refresh your memory if you needed to. And
Well,
great job.
Great job, you guys, and we want to thank you again for joining Life on the Spectrum, and we will have more shows for you, and stay tuned and have a great time. Thank you very much. Adios.